Thank you, Shalu.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. I think there is some noise coming from somewhere.
Muted, muted.
Okay. Thank you, Pranav. Okay, and so again, a very, very heartfelt welcome, everyone. And I hope you were able to share uh, what is it that is alive in you, what energies are present, and what emotions are there, what feelings are there. Um, so thank you for allowing yourself to connect with the other human being at this moment. And I really hope you have enjoyed this process, which I feel you have. Okay, so today we will um, go on this very beautiful sacred journey, which is the journey back into our bodies. And this is one of my favorite, or I would say, one of my favorite practice, a sacred practice that I usually do to connect with my body temple. So many of you might be wondering what it truly means to be in the body temple, um, and we often hear this people, nowadays, like therapists, or there are a lot of people on Instagram that are saying, you know, come back to your body, or and we might think, but I am in my body, but then we have to ask this question to ourselves, that are we really in our body? Are we really present in our body? Um, and if I connect this with my journey, this was my journey too. And and I feel that for many of you, it might be as well. So perhaps you have explored different meditations like me, tried various practices, yet never felt, anything like truly shifted. Or maybe sometimes for some of us, meditation or, closing our eyes, because I've worked with a lot of trauma survivors and I could feel that, meditation sometimes feel very overwhelming for them. Just closing their eyes and uh, sitting still for 5 minutes can be very challenging. And so, because, and some of us spend most of our time in our heads. I used to spend, and I used to even intellectualize my feeling rather than feeling my feelings. I used to intellectualize, oh, why I'm feeling this anxiety, and I have to name all the feelings that I'm feeling. I have to name all these emotions, and I have to build that vocabulary. But then I realized, no, I don't have to. I just have to feel that energy, or maybe I don't have to give it a name also. I have to just connect with my body and feel that energy that is present in my body. So, some of us spend most of our time, including myself, in our heads, like caught in our habitual thinking patterns and using a lot of mental energy, but never quite landing in our body temple. And we may not even know what it means to, operate from the body or to truly listen to our body. And what I've realized during my journey that, the safest place on the earth, uh, which is the safest place on the earth? What do you think? Is it your home, or is it any place, or any place where you go for vacations? What I realized or find out for myself was that my body is the safest place on earth, despite previous traumas, despite its constant growth and change, and even despite the fact that eventually one day it will decay. Um, so if you can just look at or connect with your body, connect with your skin at this moment, you can just see, inside the fabric of your skin and your bones, inside the organs and the fibers of matter that make you, is this non-verbal language of understanding and communication, which is always available to us. And this is the language of sensations. Our body, all the time, she's connecting with us. She's trying to connect with us, sometime through sensations like we feel hot in some areas, we feel coldness, tingling, roughness, smooth, tight, open. She's constantly communicating. And sometime we may notice, I notice a lot of time, noticing my belly sometimes when she feels tight, and sometimes when my throat feels scratchy. I feel that we all can relate, that that's how our body, she's constantly trying to communicate with us and trying and assessing whether the environment and whether the place is safe for us. So it speaks a lot about our journey, our life, and it our body, every cell is like, it's a carrier of our life story. um, so today, okay, before that, I would really want to share that, for many of us, we'll be going through a journey. We'll be doing, firstly, a body scan. We'll go through our entire body and connect with every part of the body, connect with the, and see with a lot of curiosity and a lot of love what all is there present. And maybe there are colors, or maybe there are images that might pop up for some of you, or maybe there is nothing. Okay, there is only blankness. So, and some of you, I have heard, because when I've started connected with my body, I used to feel a lot of numbness, and turning inward to my sensations was very difficult for me. And sometimes I used to feel nothing, like there is nothing. Then I used to intellectualize, okay, then, that is the reason why I'm feeling that. So now I feel like not giving any reason, just to stay with my body. And I realized that my numbness was there because I am disconnected from my body, from certain areas or certain parts of my body, and from my own birthright of having a sensory life. And it's all of our, like, it's our birthright, and how I was cut off or disconnected from feeling my own aliveness inside. And I realized that some parts of me, they were frozen and locked away uh, from the flow of sensory language. Um, so it is always very important as we do this body scanning or this meditative journey to treat this kind of um, numbness or blankness with utmost respect, with a lot of respect. And you may consider this for, if you're doing this for the first time, you're trying to connect with your body, you can consider this numbness also as a sensation. Okay, so we'll go through this body scanning meditation, but this time we'll start from our feet. Okay. So those of you who are here, I would request you to go through this entire process. Don't leave the process in between. And yes, and if you want to do it lying down or sitting up, do what feels comfortable for you. And if you have blindfolds like this, you can use a blindfold as well. And if you don't want to close your eyes, and you might experience, usually when you close your eyes, you feel that there is this sensory overload, you can just hold a soft gaze. Okay. You can just lower your gaze. Okay. So let's go on this very powerful, beautiful experiential journey together to reclaim our internal literacy and connect with our body temple. So I'll give you a minute to settle down. If you want to lie down, or you just want to. Okay. So let's just first connect with our breath, your natural, normal breath for a minute, without pushing it or without trying to mold it. Just notice or just witness your natural, normal breath, and see if you can sense its natural rise and fall. And if at any time You have this impulse to bring your hands onto a part of your body. Trust that completely. Just trust your body completely. Now bring your attention down to the bottoms of your feet. Bring your attention down to the bottom of your feet. And if it helps, you can wiggle your toes or jiggle your feet for a minute to really land there. And notice what your feet feel like. Maybe the soles are tight or your toes feel tingly. Just notice what your feet feel like. If you feel like, you can touch your feet with your hand. Now, slowly and very gently, bring your attention, your consciousness, your awareness to your ankles and feel what your ankle bones are like. What your ankle bones are like inside right now. If it feels comfortable, you can touch your ankle bones with your hands. Now, very slowly, very gently, very lovingly, let your attention rise to your calves and your lower legs. And maybe you can press it a little bit with your hands. Maybe you can press your lower legs a little bit and see what sensations are present there. Is there tightness or heat? Does it feel heavy or light? See what all is there with curiosity. Now bring your awareness very lovingly, very slowly onto your knees and notice what your knees feel like internally. Maybe they are achy, or maybe there is little bit of pain or tightness. See what all is there, and maybe there are sensations that you can't name. See, can you connect with the energy of what all is present? And see what your knees feel like internally. Now, with a lot of love and care, and softness. Bring your attention to the back of your legs. Bring your attention, your consciousness to the back of your legs. And see, what do you become aware of in the backs of your legs? And remember, there should be no judgment at any point. You're simply becoming aware, more deeply aware of your internal sensory life, the internal sensory life of your whole body temple, building a vocabulary and literacy from within. So just notice with a lot of curiosity what all is there, what all is present. Now notice the fronts of your legs now. And see what all is there. Is there heaviness or tightness? What all is there? What all is there on your thighs? On both of your legs, front and back. And see what are you becoming aware of as you're connecting to your legs, front and back. Now, very slowly, very gently, very lovingly, let your attention move to your hips and noticing what it is like to bring your full attention, your full awareness to your hips. Is there anything that is arising there? What is arising? Let's breathe into our hips and notice what is arising. And now, with a lot of love, with a lot of care, with a lot of attention and softness, scan into your tailbone, your sacrum, and your lower belly, your womb, your hara space. And see what all is there. What's happening there? What do you notice inside this part of your body right now? And see if you can bring your breath into your tailbone, your sacrum, your lower belly, and see what you notice there. Is it hot, or is there heat or cold, or are you feeling any pressure or softness? Just become present and aware of all that is there and see how this part is speaking to you. is communicating to you. If you want, you can move your body and you can move this part to see what all is there. Now, very slowly, very gently, very lovingly, simply move up to your belly and feel into your belly. Can you feel into your belly? And really allow your breath to show you sensation that is there. Maybe there is hunger or fullness or emptiness or gurgling. Just feel into your belly. Maybe you can touch your belly with your hands. Allow your breath to show you. Allow your awareness to show you what all is there in your belly. Now, very slowly, very gently, with a lot of love, attention, care, feel into your ribs. Feel into your ribs, into your diaphragm. Feel into your ribs. Maybe you can put your hands on your ribs, on your diaphragm, which is like a door separating your upper body and lower body. And see what it's like in there. Is it tight? Is your diaphragm tight? Is it soft? Is it loose? Just simply notice and become aware of your ribs and your diaphragm. Now, see if you can notice or bring your attention, your loving attention, your softness, your care, your curiosity to your whole spine. And see if you can feel into each vertebra with care and pay attention to how it feels. Is it tight or loose or tense or stressed? Feel into each vertebra with care and pay attention to how it feels. And notice how your whole spine is communicating with you at this moment. How she is communicating her truth to you. All that is present there. You, without even trying to change anything, just simply notice your whole spine, feeling into your each vertebra with a lot of care, with a lot of love. Now sense the front of your chest and feel what's going on in there. What happens around your heart center when you bring your awareness and your attention into your chest? See what all is there, what all is present without feeling this need to change it. Just simply notice what all is there. Maybe it's tight, or maybe it's heavy, or maybe it's light and soft as I'm paying or bringing my awareness or my attention to my chest, to my heart center. Beautiful. You're doing so well. Your body is simply loving you at this moment as you're allowing yourself to connect with her, with the consciousness of each and every body part, with your body temple. And now feel into your throat. Can you bring your awareness onto your throat and feel into your throat with your awareness and see what does your throat feels like today? Is it scratchy or smooth? And see what does your throat feel like today? And how about the back of your neck? Feel the muscles along the back of your neck and notice what it feels like today as you're bringing your awareness to the back of your neck, as you're feeling into the muscles of the neck. Beautiful. Well done. Beautiful. Now pay attention to the sensations of aliveness in your arms, from your shoulders down into your elbows and all the way into your hands and fingers. See what catches your attention, what arises through sensation to the surface of your consciousness here. See what all is there on your shoulders, your elbows, your hands, your fingers. Beautiful. And now bring your attention to your head. Very slowly, very lovingly, very gently. Bring your attention to your head and see how does your head feel today. If you're lying down, notice the weight of your head on the floor. And if you're sitting, let your head soften and bring your breath and your attention to your head and sense around the top of your skull and see what does it feels like there. Now allow yourself to take full deep breaths. Take some deep, full breaths and allow yourself to see and visualize your body as one full organism, a whole vessel. And let's just take full body breaths for a moment. If it helps, you can bring your hands to your belly and feel your hands contact your body. And let's just take few full deep breaths. And very slowly, very gently, you can come back to your space. You can look around and see all the colors that are present in your rooms. Come back to your room. You can open your eyes. You can just let me know if you're back here in this space. Slowly open your eyes and allow yourself to come back to the space, noticing all the colors in your room, all the patterns. And if there is anything in your room that is catching your attention or your awareness, just look around and see what all is there. Or is there any one thing that you are noticing now that you haven't noticed for so long? I'm assuming everyone is back. Pranav, hope you all had nice sleep. Okay, so now I will not invite you to say or speak any words. Um, I hope you all have colors or pencils or a paper with you. So now I would really request you all, without disrupting your process, or um, to really stay with the process and create your own representation of how you felt. Maybe you can draw a map like this, a body map, okay? And you can use all the colored pencil and just draw or create your own representation of how you felt in this process, and just note where you felt sensations. Maybe you can do it back and front, where you felt comfortable or where you felt little pain or openness. So let's just give ourselves maybe 3 minutes for this process, and then we'll come back. And try to go into as much details as you can. And if there are emotions coming up as you're mapping these sensations, just allow them to come and just simply honor what all is coming at this moment, what all is arising. If there are tears coming up, let them come. Just see what all is there and what all is arising as you're mapping these sensations, these feelings, these emotions. I hope you all are done. We will take few more seconds to complete this process. And come back to the screen. If you've done this process. So this is a really good resource, and this is called Body Map, as many of you are already aware of. And it is just to acknowledge the feelings we are having in our body. And you can keep these templates with you, and maybe you can do it every day, every morning. So now, what we are going to do next is we can keep whatever it is that we have just done, our body map, at a distance. Okay, we can keep our body map at a distance and just have a look and notice what is your relationship with what you see. You can look at this body scan and notice what is your relationship with what you see and how do you feel in response to what you see. And really take a moment and see where it is that you're interested in going. Is there any area in this body map, in this template that you have just created? Any area which is really catching your eye? Any color or shape, but anything in this body map that you have just created is really catching your eye. Let's take a moment and pick only one area you are interested in going. Maybe you can think that you have this magnifying glass. Maybe you can use your imagination a little bit and imagine you have this magnifying glass, and like an explorer, see more details. See, oh, what is there? What color? What shape? And go to that area with more details. See what is really catching your eyes in this body map. And without involving your mind, just see how is it that you're feeling in your body? And what area, what color or shape, or any area that is really catching your attention. So now we are going to create a representation of that first. Maybe you can come on the screen. Maybe it can look like this or any other way. Okay. Just create a representation of this. Don't rush and do it very slowly. It's a very slow process. So you have 5 minutes to connect more deeply with this area that is this body part which is catching your attention, which is crying for your attention, maybe. And I would request Pranav to play a simple, soft music as you go through, as you journey into this part, into this area of your body. And as you are journeying, maybe you can listen to my words as what I'm saying, as you're connecting to this part, this area, that I see you, I feel you, and this is a part of you, and I honor you with love. It is safe to feel you again, and I'm here with you. Maybe while creating this representation, I release the pain that made me disconnect from you. And slowly trust your body's wisdom to guide you to this reunion. Maybe you can really speak to this part that you are not forgotten, and I reclaim you with all the softness and tenderness. As you're creating this representation, send your breath, your warmth, your life into this part of you. And allow yourself to express, allow this part to express. I allow you to express what you need, and I'm here listening. And as I'm creating this representation, every cell in my body welcomes you back. Nothing but love, nothing but presence, my presence. And as I'm doing this representation, I'm seeing, feeling, and welcoming this part back home, honoring it with love, with safety. And you can really convey this to this part that it is safe to feel you again, and I'm here with you. Maybe you can say, love, it is safe to feel you again, and I'm here with you. And I trust my body's wisdom to guide our reunion. And do it very slowly, very gently. Don't rush. Don't rush as you're connecting with this part. As you're meeting a long lost friend, and that friend is introducing itself to you. As you're doing this representation, listen to what it has to say. Tune in, listen, follow your intuition. Maybe you're meeting this part after so many years, and फिर से you're trying to establish the friendship. And if you are feeling this part very much in your body, somewhere in your body, maybe you can touch that part of your body to really show your presence. Maybe it's your hands, your shoulders, maybe it's your neck. I see you, I feel you, and I welcome you back home. And I release the pain that made me disconnect from you. You are not forgotten. I reclaim you with softness. I'm sending life into you. You are alive. And every cell in my body welcomes you back home with love, only with love. And if you feel like, you can touch that part and stay with that part for a minute as you're reconnecting with that long lost friend and you're trying to befriend that friend again. Beautiful. And see if you can assure that part that you can always come back to this part, that you will keep coming back to this part. And it is safe to feel you again, and I'm here with you. And if you feel like, maybe you can go back to your drawing and use colors, pick any colors and draw that part. If you can, what colors will you choose? Without using your mind, your head energy, let your body decide. Use any color and let this part speak to you through the colors. Maybe there are words coming. Let this part express to you through words. Or maybe there is something else. Just trust your body's wisdom. You can take 1 more minute to complete this process. And also know that you can always go back to this process by yourself. And you can always connect to this part. You can slowly come back, maybe with this promise that you will visit this part, or maybe there are parts coming up. We'll visit this part or the other parts. You will visit these friends of yours more often. And as you're coming back, see what has shifted or what is exactly the same. Is there anything that is shifted or things that are exactly the same? Let's just take a few more minutes or few more seconds to come back to the space. Okay. I hope everyone is back. And you can always go back to this process. We are already over time, so I apologize for that. Um, Maybe we can share one word of how you are feeling and what is it that is alive in you now. Okay, it can be a sentence or a word, and then we'll close this process, this session. Your word. What is alive in you now as compared to what you said before, or something that has deepened? Wow, Vimalji is writing love. Thank you, Vimalji. I only feel love whenever I see you, Vimalji, or connect with your energy. You are love. Thank you for bringing love in the world. Thank you. Veena is writing hope. Thank you, Veena, for bringing hope. Veda is writing safety. Thank you, Veda, for bringing safety. Thank you, Avantika, for the freshness. Purna, for the ease. Such lovely words. Muthu is writing satisfaction. Nandita is writing lightness of the body. Beautiful. Connection. Shambhavi is writing connection. Yes. Thank you, Shambhavi. I'm feeling the same connection. Okay. And I would go with what is alive with me? I'm feeling very raw and gentle and vulnerable and powerful. So there are so many words. Pranav, would you like to share before we
For
close?
me, it is relaxed.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Pranav, for bringing relaxation here in this space. Or if there is anything that you want to share, because we have overstretched time, you can always reach out or we can write notes to each other. Okay. You can reach out to us individually and speak about this process with us in details. Okay. Gopalji is writing happy. Thank you, Gopal. Okay. So I wish you all good night and wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. Thank you for your loving presence in this group. And thank you for allowing yourself to go through this process. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Shalu. It was a very, very nice session, I must say.
Thank you, Nandita.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for allowing yourself to go through
Yes,
this
yes.
process. Yeah.
I have just one question not related to the session, Shalu, but your face seems crazily familiar. So I already got to know that you are from Delhi University. Bhavna told me in that group break.
Yeah.
Were you at Meghdoot Hostel as well, by
Uh,
any chance? Delhi
okay.
University.